Hi, it's Anton from Next Place here. So great news, you're obviously involved in a sale, whether you're the purchaser or whether you're the seller. So this video, very quick, it's not going to be one of YouTube's greatest, but it is here to give you some very basic information to help you through the sale process. So what I want to talk to you about is help you understand what goes on during the conveyancing process. Okay, so let's break the process down into two bits. Number one, mortgage. So you're the buyer. You're going to have a mortgage with, let's say, the Halifax. So once you've had an offer accepted and you put in your mortgage application, I want to buy number one High Street for 150,000 and I'm having a 90% loan to value, i.e. I want to borrow 135 from the bank. The bank will then send out a surveyor. Normally what will happen is that they will contact us for access. We'll give them the vendor's details, or they'll come and get the keys from us if we're a key holder, and they'll perform a survey. What they're looking for is the property worth what the buyer is paying for it? Let's assume that everything is hunky-dory, there's no issues, and the surveyor says, yeah, I'm happy with what the buyer's paying for it. They'll issue a mortgage offer. The mortgage offer will then go to the solicitor and will also go to the buyer. So the second step then is the conveyancing process. Okay, so the conveyancing process. What most people think is that they make an offer on a property and they can move in really, really quickly in 4 weeks, 6 weeks. It'd be great if that was the case, and in some cases it is. But the average sale process in the UK from offer accepted to actually moving in is around 13 weeks. So where does all that time go? Okay, so let's just talk about the conveyancing process. Number one. The seller solicitor, once they're instructed, now if the seller hasn't instructed their solicitors, it can take them 2 weeks to instruct a solicitor. Until the solicitor has got funds on account, they can't send out a draft contract. But let's assume that they are instructed. So they send out a draft contract. This is the property address. This is how much they paid for it. This is the vendor. Here is the land registry title plan. The buyer's solicitor also needs to be instructed with ID and funds on account. Again, let's assume that that's all hunky-dory and everything sorted. The solicitor will then carry out searches. The searches are generally made up of a local search from the council. In the Tamworth area, these can take between 2 and 6 weeks. A coal mining search is required in our area. Water and drainage, environmental, chancel to see if the church is located and owns any land, and a bankruptcy search. Let's assume that everything is good and all those searches have come back. The next stage then is for the solicitor to raise inquiries. So questions. Who owns the fence on the left? Have you got the building reg certificate for the new boiler? Have you got the fencer certificate for the new windows? The seller solicitor can answer some of those questions, but sometimes the vendor will need to answer them. Let's assume everything's good, they've all been answered, the buyer solicitor is happy with all the responses. They'll then report to their client or ask their client to come and visit them to go through the findings. They will then ask them for any preferred moving dates, and they'll ask them to sign the contracts but not date them. And the seller will also be in the same process, so they'll visit their solicitor, may even do it in the post, and sign the contracts. Exchange is when it becomes legally binding, completion is moving date. But we can't agree an exchange until the moving date has been confirmed. Now bear in mind that what I've just mentioned is for the sale of one property, and a freehold property at that. If there are 3, 4, 5 properties involved in the chain, then that process has got to be replicated. Now bear in mind, just because you've had your offer accepted, let's say on the 1st of July, property number 4 might not have agreed their offer until the 1st of September. So there's an extra 2 weeks that need to be added onto that. So we're here to help and guide you through the process if you're one of our clients. Even if you're not, we can still give you some advice. So you can give us a call. Our telephone number is 01827 50 700. And hopefully we look forward to helping you move house soon.